Do you want to know why a heel toe shifter was invented?
Why?
Because Harley Davidson riders didn't want to scuff the top of their boots. So they would use a heel
To upshift.
to upshift. Because they didn't want to put their toe under and ruin their precious shiny boots.
Interesting.
They're pussies. So, what do you think of this so far? Hey everyone, it's Dick here. In our continued search for a low displacement bike for Fannie to use as a country lane / urban runabout, we today are looking at the Royal Enfield Meteor. The Meteor is a single cylinder, 4-stroke air-cooled 349cc engine, putting out 20.2 brake horsepower at 6,100 RPM. It has 27 Newton meters of torque at 4,000 RPM. It's electronically fuel injected with a wet multiplate clutch and a 5-speed gearbox. It has an electric start. It has telescoping 41mm front forks with 130mm of travel, and twin-tube emulsion shock absorbers with 6-step adjustment at the rear. It has a 19-inch alloy wheel at the front and a 17-inch alloy rear wheel at the back. It has 300mm disc brake, twin-piston floating caliper up front, and a 270mm single-piston floating caliper in the rear. It has dual-channel ABS and a 15-liter petrol tank. It has a 765mm or 30.1-inch seat height, is 191 kilograms or 421 pounds wet, and it has a 1400mm or 55-inch wheelbase. With a handlebar height of 1,140mm or 44.9 inches, the Meteor definitely sits in a cruiser stance. As this is Fannie's favorite style of bike, let's see how she finds it on the road.
So you said I can't remember. I can upshift just by tipping my toe under and upshifting.
Yep.
Okay. All right. It's a weird shifting mechanism.
You're right.
Yeah, it's really weird. Can I just say this thing is a beast? It's really cool. It's really cool.
You look like you're riding a Harley.
Yeah, it feels like it. This is, I have to say, I am impressed. I am really impressed. This does not feel like a 350. This handles like something much bigger.
Your arms are higher, your elbows are higher, your legs look like they're spread a bit wider.
Yep.
Which is always a good thing.
It just has so much get up and go.
It's the same engine as this. How does that feel?
I don't know. I can't explain it. This is a lovely... no, lovely doesn't cut it. This is awesome. This is an awesome bike. I've been on it for
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I like it like leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds more than the classic 350.
How does the geometry feel different?
I feel like I'm more upright. I don't feel as scrunched as I did on that bike. And I'm looking forward. I can see my cockpit. I can see the whole windshield. It's a lot more effective than the windshield. It looks like it's the same windshield, but the geometry is much better on this Meteor. It still has a smooth ride. You know, the shifting is really smooth. I get the feeling, the pleasure of riding this is almost like the pleasure I would get when riding the V-Star 650. There's so much that's right about it.
It's amazing how much geometry does for a motorcycle.
Yeah. This also has a gear indicator, which I like. Cockpit isn't as shiny and fancy as it is on the classic 350, but it's still very user-friendly. Good looking. And I like the option that it has this display that you can connect to your phone and work sat-nav through. That's kind of cool. The seat is incredibly comfortable, and I know that this is kind of the touring seat. Although it does feel a bit strange on the right under the edge of my thighs. I don't know why. We'll take a look at that. The mirrors are really effective. Very little vibration. You know, if it's the same engine, I'm wondering if I'll get that same not happy to be going downhill. There's a hint of that kind of Royal Enfield put, 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 put. It's weird.
Yeah, well, it is a thumper.
Yeah.
It is a single cylinder.
Yeah, I feel the thumping under my feet on this one uphill. It's funny, I feel like I'm on a cruiser, but I'm just much higher up. It's helping me improve my counter steering. You know, it's very receptive to the leans of my body weight, which I like. This just feels like more aggressive, but not. I feel really high, and I'm high above you.
Come by me. Any more thoughts on the Meteor?
It's just very surprising.
I'm not struggling up this hill. How are you on the hill?
No, it's good. It's got a lot of power. I think this performs. I know it's the same engine. It seems like a much more powerful bike. I'm getting a bit vibey in the high revs. It's a bit vibey in the seat. I just figured out what this is. This bike is if like a classic 500 and a Himalayan had a baby. You would get the Meteor. It's cool. It's a cool bike. I like it a lot.
I like that one a lot better than I thought I would.
Wait till you ride that one. This one's got nothing on that one.
If you like that video and you want to see more like them, hit like, share, and subscribe.